on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and a pair of major players in the Eastern Conference standing stand.
Yeah, Kevin, this could be a potential playoff matchup. So this is a big test to see how these teams match up against each other, not just in terms of personnel, but in terms of their style and their schemes.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Mitchell is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Gobert in at the center. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Boston. Doncic outside. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Second chance effort. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Anthony against DeRozan. Pulls up on the wing. Jump shot is good. Anthony's got the first basket of the game for New York.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to DeRozan. There's the drive. Chalk up two there.
And you've seen the growth in DeRozan as a ball handler. They're making the right decision in the pick and roll.
Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
The first one falls. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And it's Mitchell missing.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Anthony kicks to Brunson. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Brunson's got 5 points so far.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Doncic passes to Mitchell. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. Good on the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Jackson from long range. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Boston is gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. Try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Jackson kicks to Anthony. Wembanyama, a screen on DeRozan. Anthony can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. From the baseline. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Doncic. 7 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
Outside Anthony. Wembanyama, a screen on DeRozan. And Anthony gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. And the shot is long. New York trailing. Here's Anthony. Nice D from DeRozan. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. To the wing right side. Mitchell kicks to Doncic. The three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. The shot's good from Brunson.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So for the Knicks, Johnson, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Powell comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Boston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Paolo Banchero comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Ball in for Doncic. Here's Banchero. Now, here's Ball. Pass to DeRozan. Fades. The Knicks pull it in. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
McCollum looking it over. In the corner, Powell with it. Ginobili outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Celtics have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Anthony. The 3. That one, no good. Outside, Ball. Trains the three-pointer. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Boston on top as they end the first quarter on a 14-4 run. And will return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Knicks trail by 5. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Tyrese Maxey. DeRozan out there with Paolo Banchero. And there's Dunleavy, and it's Ball in at the 2.
And this is how assertive Ginobili is. Outstanding with the catch and shoot.
Ginobili against Ball. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by New York. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. Maxey against McCollum. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
First free throw is good. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Ginobili, here we go. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. Maxey passes to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Rosen dishes the ball. Up top, Adebayo. Guarded by Jackson. Banchero has screen on Ginobili. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Ball's got 5 now. Knicks trail by 4. Johnson outside. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Maxey, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
McCollum outside. Jackson, a screen on Maxey. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Pass the ball. Maxey against Ginobili. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by New York. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The Celtics with the lead. Banchero passes the ball. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Banchero. Guarded by Powell. Fades away. Not enough on that one as it misses. For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Ginobili with the 3. Boston grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ring shot on the way. And there's Banchero on the assist by Maxey. Banchero's got 4 this quarter. There's 1:59 left now here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look for New York. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Johnson. Josh Giddey comes in for Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Manu Ginobili. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Celtics. Luka Doncic comes in for Maxey. Brunson the pass to Carmelo. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Anthony's got 6. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
The 3 for Doncic. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Some nice passing by New York here. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Ball. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Back to Brunson. Outside Anthony. No good with the triple. Celtics leading by 4.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Doncic with it. There's the triple. Can't hit that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Ginobili. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Anthony. And it's Jackson in at the 4 spot. So that's how Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. But he has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Pass to Mitchell. And Ginobili pulls it down. Ginobili's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brunson finds Anthony. the lead. Rebound, Boston. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Doncic passes to Adebayo. Back to Doncic. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The 3-ball from Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Anthony taking his time here. Wembanyama, a screen on DeRozan. Again, the miss by Anthony.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Inside. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Brunson outside. Anthony on the wing. DeRozan defending. Anthony down low. DeRozan's there. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Anthony. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Pass to Jackson. To the inside. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Jackson against Adebayo. Here's Mitchell. Here's the 3. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Pass to Anthony. Wembanyama, a screen on DeRozan. Anthony with the buckets.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Stolen by Brunson. Ginobili right side. Outside Anthony. For the lead. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Jackson. Brunson outside. And we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Powell for 3. New York, no good that time either. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Doncic, and he drives in, lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 8 points.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive. Yeah, easy call.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
At the line, 2 shots.
That's good from Anthony.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Wembanyama. Then for the Celtics, Porter comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Ball subbed in for Mitchell. And so Doncic will bring it up for Boston. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. McCollum's checked in for Anthony.
C.J. McCollum. .110 left to play in the third.
Ball dishes to Doncic. Over McCollum. And he can't bank that one in. Brunson outside. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Ball. Up top to Rosen. Guarded by Powell. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And that's 10 points for Luka Doncic. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brunson. A crossover. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's McCollum on the wing. And the shot is good. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. For Boston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Banchero. LaMelo Ball is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. The tray. It's rebounded by New York. To the middle. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Mitchell outside. Fires the 3. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. New York shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Anthony to take the lead. He doesn't hit that one. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ball, the pass to Banchero. Adebayo with a screen for Banchero. Good on the three-point shot. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Here's McCollum. No good that time. Good D by Mitchell. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. Back to Banchero. Porter a screen on Anthony. Here's Banchero. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Anthony. That one a little long. Boston leading by 3. Porter looking it over. Pass to Adebayo. Now Ball. He takes it in. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
For the Knicks, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Powell. Ginobili comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Giddey. The Celtics also changing it up. Gobert's checked in for Banchero. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Michael Porter. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Ball. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Wembanyama. Brunson outside. Lock at 6. Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Mitchell outside. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. Lets it go with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
First personal foul. First team foul. Carmelo Anthony at the line. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 3. Doncic kicks to Adebayo. Back to Doncic. Pass to Adebayo. His 3-pointers off the mark. To the paint. Here's Ginobili. The rebound by the Celtics. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Mitchell. Some solid defense there from Jackson. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Down low. Runs in the pass to Wembanyama. Brunson against Doncic. Brunson no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Boston. It's a 3-point game. Mitchell dishes to Doncic. Left in the fourth quarter. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Wembanyama, a screen. Ginobili the pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
And here is Doncic. Mitchell outside. They grab their own miss. And they go to the intentional foul.
Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul. Rudy Gobert at the line. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
It drops, and now they trail by just 4.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Here's Brunson. No good on the quick 3, and an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Bam Adebayo at the line. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
The shot by Anthony, no good. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.